I just put my feet in the moisture. A big snake jumped off the rocks over there. I really don't know if it jumped because it doesn't have any legs. We're actually going the other way. I just want to look down here by this. Oh, look at soft shell. Did you see that? That was a beast. Nice. The other day, a pretty big yellow-bellied slider. Well, when I woke up early one morning, I looked outside and there was a yellow-bellied slider had crawled up out of the creek near the house, and it was steadily scratching away. Want to drop a few eggs. So I went in the house, I woke up EA Jr. And he goes, and then when I told him what was going on, he flew up real quick, jumped out of bed, ran outside, and I showed it to him. So we thought, okay, let's just leave it alone. We'll come back in about an hour when it's gone, hopefully. It actually takes them a while. I recorded a snapping turtle one time laying her eggs. It took a long time, but either way, we came back and she was gone, and the ground was too hard. She didn't. She gave up on that spot and moved on. So he thought, okay, it is time. It's hatching. It's egg laying time for the turtles. It is about May, June. They're looking for spots. That's why you see them crossing the road so much. Sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. So he went down the creek bank. Sure enough, the raccoons and possums had already been fully active, digging up the banks of the creeks. Broken eggs everywhere. Still a little goo in them. So we're gonna spend some time. We're gonna go look around for some in our area, some turtle slides and stuff, and try to get them out. And hatch them out ourselves. I believe it's Labor Day is the holiday I'm thinking of when they come out. And you can take them back down the creek and let them go. He was really young when we did the snapping turtle. We have found one old bottle in this creek. Other than that, there wasn't much in here. A lot of Relics kind of course. But we haven't been back here since the floods. There's a lot of little washed out brim beds on the side, but you can kind of tell since it hasn't rained in a while. That was a brim bed. It used to be underwater. Our favorite, I'll show you in another video eventually, our favorite swishing creek where we all first learned to do it and started finding so much stuff, now has a concrete bottom and a new concrete wall for the spot to drop the pipe in. When the pipe goes in, and it's either surrounded by concrete or dirt, I don't know. I had a pipeology class, but I never paid a lot of attention. I didn't realize I'd need that one day. There's nothing here yet. Big piece of pottery. Everybody's waking up. Waking up early today. We gotta get through all this creek hair. I tell you, it was interesting. And again, I want to tell you all, thank you so much for sending cards and letters and gift cards to Gabe. It turned out to be absolutely incredible. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. That was an old piece of silverware, right? I think so. Worn away. Really, I mean that. Thank you. I did not expect y'all to send him money and gift cards and all that. He's still talking about it, and it's been weeks, sort of. But it was interesting, everybody's perspective on cursive, because you got to ask yourself now, in today's time, what is the point of cursive, writing in cursive? Because nothing writes in cursive, and the signature is simply how you put your name on a piece of paper. It doesn't mean necessarily cursive. I don't know how it's all going to work out. I guess it's not a big deal, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through this. This is pretty deep. I have erred in my way. Let me see what I got to do. I just walked up to get a close-up of some of these big hunks of slag, and I've been talking and talking and talking. You know, I don't have a lot to say usually, but that's a big old piece of slag, and so was that one. But then I looked at my camera and I realized it's not even on. That's slag. That one. Look, it splashed. Green and blue. There's some bigger pieces up here. Look at that big black one. There's green and black. What I was talking about was cursive. I don't know if you heard any of that conversation. I guess what I don't understand is kind of what is the use for it now, especially when it comes to like a signature, because your signature is just how you scribble your name, right? So my grandmother had the prettiest writing you ever saw. But anyway, I'm headed back to where I started because we can't get any further. So we're just doing a double look here. That is a light bulb Duflachi fixture. Can't get it out. Too bad this is broken. Let me get it out. Ford Chafee motors. That's kind of cool, isn't it? I may keep that. I don't know why. I wonder where Chafee Motors was. Never heard of it. That's cool, isn't it? Remember back when they used to put those around your little nameplate, and even tailgates sometimes had where the bumpers were engraved. Is it called engraved when it's stamped? Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, I man-pursed it. See, I missed that walking up, so it's kind of cool finding it on the way back. Chafee Motors. I wonder if they're still in business. Usually you see all Alabama's car dealers, no matter where they are in Alabama, no matter where you live. So I guess we gotta figure out where that one is. I don't believe I've ever found one of those in the creek. We'll check the trash pile. I think that's the beginnings of a birch. Those are awesome trees too. I've always called them paper trees. We used to peel sheets off of them, pieces of the bark, and ride on them in our clubhouse as a kid. I think we were, there's a Hot Wheels car, or Cold Wheels. Well, she's got a plastic bottom. And I guess a lot of people do nowadays. It's kind of in style. We will harvest. We'll put it with Chafee Motors. That's two things we missed. We gotta stop talking so much. Y'all just distracting me from harvesting these inner city relics. Also, I want to say that I try to keep up with comments, and I want to respond and talk to everyone. It's difficult sometimes, so please forgive me if I don't. And if you want to contact me, it's best to do it on email. Even though that's getting a little more difficult too, but it's a little easier to respond. I've got a bunch of requests on Instagram, but I've had some scam/spam stuff with those, so I don't do a lot of responding on there, but I do read everything and reply sometimes. But I don't do the click to accept stuff and all that. There's the inside, there's a harmonica reed. Usually you dig those whilst detecting for metal. We have harvested. Alright, I guess that's it. So we found Chafee Motors. We gotta figure out what that is. Harmonica reed and a little plastic bottom. Beautiful out here, isn't it? Thanks for watching my videos.